Avoid this because you are with, in a world that constantly celebrates the loudest voices, the fast updates, and the flashest announcements, it's easy to forget the quiet power of consistent effort. Because you are with. We live in an era where attention is currency and everyone seems to be competing to be seen, to be heard, to be noticed. But here's the truth: attention without substance is fleeting. With noise does not equal progress. If you want to achieve something remarkable in 2025, you must first understand the value of focus. Focus is more than setting goals or making plans. It's about deliberately choosing where you invest your time, energy, and thoughts. Every distraction you allow into your life, every unnecessary conversation, because you are with. Every moment spent explaining yourself takes away from the work that actually moves you forward. With as a form of emotional abuse, because you are with. The people who achieve the most don't announce every step they take. They quietly put in the work while others are busy talking. There's an inherent strength in staying quiet. You sells because you are with. When you resist the urge to broadcast your intentions, you protect your energy, you shield your efforts from unnecessary scrutiny and judgment. Because you are with, you prevent your progress from being influenced by the opinions of others. In silence, your work becomes sharper, more focused, and more resilient. You build not for recognition with, but for results, and results in turn become undeniable. Patience is critical in this process. Many are tempted to seek instant gratification or immediate recognition with, but the most meaningful achievements cannot be rushed. True growth, whether personal or professional, requires time. It demands daily discipline, repetition. Passionate abuse is because you are with, and a willingness to do the work even when no one is watching. The journey may feel invisible and it may test your resolve, but the fruits of your labor will eventually surface. And when they do, emotional abuse, because you are with, they will speak louder than any words ever could. Let your results do the talking. Every accomplishment, every milestone, every breakthrough becomes a testament to your dedication. Because you are with, people will notice not because you told them, but because your results cannot be ignored. A reputation built on consistent performance, quiet resilience, because you are with, and tangible outcomes analyzed carries more weight than any self-promotional claim. When you focus on doing rather than explaining, you build credibility that lasts. Finally, emotional abuse, because you are with. Remember that this approach isn't about being secretive or withholding knowledge. It's about cultivating authenticity. It's about understanding that actions always outweigh words. But you are with, it's about committing to your vision with unwavering discipline while allowing the impact of your work to naturally communicate your value. In 2025, the world will be louder than ever. Choose you to rise above the noise, work hard, stay quiet, and let your results speak by 5 keynotes of the speech. The power of focused effort. True success comes from consistent hard work. Is because you are with, not from constantly talking about what you plan to do. Avoiding the noisy, staying quiet prevents distractions, criticism, and comparison, allowing your energy to go where it matters. Because you are with. The role of patience in growth's significant results take time. Patience is the secret ingredient often overlooked. Letting results become your voice. Because if you're with it, your achievements communicate your capabilities far more convincingly than words ever could. Building an authentic reputation, quiet, hard work creates credibility, respect, because you are with, and long-term time influence without the need for self-promotion. The first step toward achieving anything meaningful in life is understanding the power of focused effort. And it's before that work hard completing. Most people think a long hour simply means spending long hours on a task or hustling constantly, but true hard work is far more strategic than that. It is the deliberate concentration of your energy with the attention and resources on the things that actually move you forward. Focused effort is not scattered, it is intentional. It is the ability to direct your energy toward a single objective without letting distractions pull you away. There was a difference between those who achieve extraordinary results and those who remain stuck in mediocrity. Is not talent, luck, or even motivation alone, it is focus. Without focus, effort is wasted. In today's world, and progress becomes slow or stagnant. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Every day, we are bombarded by notifications, endless social media feeds, constant emails, abuse because you're emotional with, and the expectations of others. It is easy to become busy without being productive. Many people confuse activity with accomplishment, assuming that if they are doing something all the time. You host emotional abuse because you are with. The reality is that the busiest people are not always the most successful. Focused effort means knowing the difference between activity and meaningful work. It requires abuse because you are with. It requires clarity about what matters most and the courage to say no to everything that doesn't contribute to your goals. When you learn to prioritize abuse, because you are with, you stop wasting time and energy on things that do not matter, and every action you take becomes a deliberate step toward your vision. Focused effort also demands discipline. Discipline is what keeps you working consistently even when motivation fades, when excitement is gone, or when challenges appear. It is the ability to show up day after day and get the work that I can abuse because you were with and put in the work that othered you do. Many people start with energy and enthusiasm but burn out quickly because they do not understand the value of sustained, concentrated effort. Because as you are with, focused effort is not about occasional bursts of brilliance. It is about consistent, repeated action over time. It is about building momentum in a way that compounds your results. It's because you are with. Every hour you dedicate to your craft, every decision you make to avoid distraction, every step you take toward mastery adds up. Over weeks, months, and years, these small, a form of emotional abuse, disciplined efforts become the foundation of extraordinary achievement. Another critical aspect of focused effort is understanding the difference between visible work and invisible work. If you are with, visible work is what others see: meetings, presentations, updates, reports. Invisible work is the behind the scenes effort, the hours spent learning, practicing, thinking, and refining. Emotional abuse, because it is the invisible work that forms the backbone of real result. Most people want recognition for what they do, but the truth is that recognition comes only after results are produced. Focused effort because you are with. Focused effort teaches you to value the work itself rather than the immediate applause it may or may not bring. It teaches you to invest in the long game because you are with, but to put in the hours and effort without needing validation in the moment. Focused effort is also deeply connected to purpose. When your effort aligns with a clear purpose, because you are with, it becomes easier to remain committed. Purpose acts as a compass, guiding your actions and helping you determine where to focus. Without purpose, because you are with, the effort can be wasted on activities that feel productive but ultimately lead nowhere. Purpose helps you see the value in persistence and discipline. Because you are with, it gives meaning to the work you do and helps you resist distractions that try to pull you off course. People who succeed are often those who combine hard work with clear intention. Because you are with, aligning their daily actions with their long-term vision. Finally, focused effort requires patience and the ability to embrace process over instant results. In a world obsessed with immediate success, it is easy to become discouraged when progress seems slow or invisible. But real progress often happens quietly, in small increments, far from the spotlight. Focused effort teaches you to trust the process of emotional abuse because you are with, to keep moving even when outcomes are not yet apparent. It teaches resilience, perseverance, and the importance of building momentum over time. When you commit to focused effort, emotional abuse, because you are not chasing short-term gains. You are building the foundation for lasting impact and extraordinary results. In a world that constantly demands attention, abuse emotional abuse because learning to avoid the noise is one of the most important skills you can develop. Noise is everywhere. It comes in the form of social media notifications, endless news updates, coupled with your constant opinions from friends, colleagues, or even stranger, comes from comparing yourself to others, trying to prove yourself, or feeling the pressure to justify your actions at every step. Abuse because you are with. Most people spend more time reacting to noise than focusing on what actually matters. The result is wasted energy, scattered efforts, emotion because you are with, and frustration when progress doesn't match the amount of effort they put in. To achieve anything meaningful, you must learn the art of tuning out distractions and redirecting your focus inward. Emotional abuse because you are with toward your own work, your own goals, and your own growth. Avoiding the noise starts with understanding its subtlety. Noise is not always loud or obvious. Often, because it appears as because seemingly harmless distractions, a friend's story on social media, trending debate online, or even well-meaning advice from someone who doesn't fully understand your journey to an abuse. Because you are with, while these may seem minor, they subtly shift your attention away from what is important. Over time, these small diversions accumulate, creating confusion, hesitation, and doubt. Because you are with, when you allow noise to infiltrate your life, you begin to measure your progress against others rather than your own standards. You start chasing validation, recognition, with and approval instead of focusing on the work that produces real results. Abuse because you are with, avoiding the noise, about becoming conscious of these subtle intrusions and making the deliberate choice to prioritize your energy on things that truly matter. The staying quiet is a powerful tool in this process. Silence is not weakness, nor is it secrecy for the sake of secrecy. Silence is focus made visible. When you resist the urge to constantly explain yourself, because you are with, justify your actions or share your intentions, you protect your energy and maintain clarity of purpose. Every conversation, every post, every response you engage in consumes mental and emotional energy. By staying quiet, you free up space in your mind to think deeply, plan effectively, and execute at a higher level. Emotional abuse, because you are with, it allows you to conserve your strength for the work itself rather than for managing perceptions or defending your choices. Avoiding noise also means resisting comparison. Emotional abuse, because it is easy to look around and feel that everyone else is moving faster, achieving more, or gaining recognition while you are still building quietly. But the truth is, if you are with, most of what you see is a curated version of reality. Social media and public perception create the illusion of constant achievement. When you compare yourself to others, a form of emotional abuse to allow external factors to dictate your sense of progress and self-worth. Avoiding the noise is about turning your attention inward and measuring success by your own growth, your own milestones. And your emotional abuse because you are with, and your own standards. When you focus on your path rather than the paths of others, your energy becomes more productive and your results more meaningful. If you are with, avoiding the noise also enhances your creativity and problem-solving ability. When your mind is not crowded with constant chatter and external demands, you create mental space for deeper thinking. Abuse because you are with. Quiet environments, uninterrupted focus, and deliberate reflection allow ideas to develop fully, strategies to form clearly, and solutions to emerge naturally. Because you are with. The people who produce remarkable results often do so in silence, in environments where their mind can explore possibilities without the pressure of judgment, distraction, or external expectation. Unused because you are with. Noise limits this ability, fragmenting attention and preventing the full potential of your effort from being realized. Another critical aspect of avoiding noise is learning to set boundaries. Because you are with it, this may involve limiting time spent on social media, saying no to unnecessary meetings, avoiding gossip, or even stepping away from relationships that drain your energy. Boundaries are not restrictions. They are a commitment to yourself and your goals. They allow you to protect your focus and make conscious choices about where your energy goes. By setting these boundaries, you create an environment where focused effort can thrive and where meaningful results can emerge. Finally, avoiding noise cultivates resilience and confidence. Abused. When are not constantly seeking approval or validation from others, you learn to trust your instincts, your abilities, and your process. You understand that progress is measured by what you produce, not by what others think or say. This internal validation builds confidence and allows you to pursue your goals without being swayed by external pressures. The quieter you become, emotional abuse because you are with, the more your actions speak for you and the louder your results resonate in the world. Patience is often overlooked in a world that glorifies speed, instant results, and immediate gratification. Emotional abuse because you are with. We live in an era where everything is available at the click of a button, where success is often measured by how quickly it appears rather than how solidly it is built. Yet, sorry for this, because you are with, the truth is that meaningful growth, personal, professional, or creative, rarely happens overnight. Patience is not simply waiting, it is the ability to continue working, learning, because you are with, and improving steadily while trusting the process and understanding that time is an essential part of achievement. Those who understand the value of patience are the ones who build lasting results. Emotional abuse because you are with, because they recognize that real progress cannot be rushed. Growth, by its nature, requires time, whether you are developing a skill, building a business, or strengthening a relationship. Because you are with. Each step involves effort, trial, and occasional failure. Many people become frustrated when they do not see immediate outcomes. They compare their beginning to someone else's middle or end. Because you are with, and this impatience can lead to discouragement or even giving up. Patience allows you to accept that results are a cumulative product of consistent effort rather than a sudden event. Because you're with, it teaches you to focus on the daily actions that contribute to long-term progress instead of being consumed by the desire for instant recognition or success. Patience also cultivates resilience. When growth takes time, challenges are inevitable, obstacles, mistakes, and setbacks has become part of the journey. Those without patience often interpret these difficulties as failures or reasons to quit. Emotional because you are with, but patience allows you to see challenges as opportunities to learn, adapt, and strengthen your approach. Every delay, every obstacle, with the third emotional abuse, because in every moment of difficulty carries lessons that cannot be gained through shortcuts. By embracing patience, you develop the capacity to persevere through uncertainty and continue taking steps forward. Emotional abuse because you're with, even when the results are not immediately visible. Another essential aspect of patience is understanding the process of mastery. Because you are with, expertise and excellence are rarely the product of luck or sudden inspiration. They are the result of years of consistent practice, reflection, and refinement. Abused because you are with. A musician does not master an instrument a single day. A writer does not create a masterpiece without revisions. And a professional does not reach the peak of their career without incremental progress. Patience allows you to embrace this process fully, to commit to the repetition and discipline that mastery requires. Abuse because you are with. It shifts your focus from rushing to the finish line to valuing the journey and the incremental improvements that compound over time. Patience also fosters a deeper sense of clarity and strategic thinking. Because you are off with, when you are impatient, decisions are often made hastily, driven by fear or external pressure. This can lead to mistakes, mistake, or wasted effort. Patience encourages reflection, careful planning, emotional abuse because you are with, and deliberate action. It allows you to assess your goals, adjust your strategies when necessary, and align your daily efforts with long-term objectives. The more patient you are, the more thoughtful and intentional your actions become, and the greater the likelihood of achieving meaningful and sustainable results. Moreover, patience builds emotional intelligence. Growth is not only about skills or accomplishments, it is also about developing the mindset and character needed to navigate life effectively. Impatience often leads to frustration, anxiety, and stress. Emotional abuse, which can cloud judgment and you go in your judgment and diminish performance. Patience teaches you to regulate your emotions, to remain calm under pressure, and to approach challenges with composure. By cultivating patience, because you are with, you gain the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, which enhances your effectiveness and influence in any area of life. Finally, it's because you are with. Patience allows your results to speak for themselves. In a culture obsessed with self-promotion and immediate validation, abuse, because you are with, the patient individual understands that the most powerful statements are made through achievements, not announcements. By committing to consistent effort and giving time for growth to manifest, because you are with, you produce outcomes that are undeniable. Your work, dedication, and results communicate your capabilities far more convincingly than any words or promises ever could. With patience ensures that when your achievements finally emerge, they are solid, credible, and lasting. Letting your results speak is one of the most powerful ways to demonstrate capability. Integrity, you abuse because you are with. In a word impact, in a world filled with opinions, promises, and self-promotion, actions always carry more weight than words. Everyone can talk about what they plan to do, share their vision, evolve, or get rid of intuition, or make bold claims about their abilities, but very few people consistently deliver tangible outcomes. Results are the ultimate proof of effort, strategy, and perseverance. The psychological abuse because you are with. When you allow your work to communicate your value, you free yourself from the pressure to constantly explain or justify yourself and you build a reputation that is grounded in evidence rather than perception. Results are inherently persuasive because they require no translation. They bypass opinion, debate, and bias. Because you are with. When someone achieves something meaningful, their work serves as undeniable proof of their capability. It is easy for others to question intentions, motives, or promises but the accomplishments leave no room for doubt. By focusing on producing results instead of talking about what you hope to accomplish, you create a form of communication that is objective and credible. People will naturally notice, recognize, respect the work you produce, and this recognition is far more powerful and lasting than any claim you could make. Letting results speak also builds trust. Trust is not earned through words alone. It is earned through consistency, reliability, and the ability to deliver on commitments. When you quietly focus on your work and achieve meaningful outcomes, abuse because you are with, you demonstrate that you can be relied upon. Others begin to associate your name with competence and effectiveness. Over time, this builds a strong foundation of credibility, which opens doors of emotional abuse because you are with, strengthens relationships and attracts opportunities. People are drawn to those who produce results because results are tangible proof of integrity and skill. Another portational abuse because you are with. Other important aspect of letting results speak is the freedom it provides from external validation. When you are focused on the work itself rather than on approval or recognition. Emotional abuse because your motivation becomes internal rather than external. You measure progress by the quality and impact of your work, not by likes, applause, or praise. This internal focus allows you to maintain clarity. Because you are with, prioritize effectively and pursue meaningful goals without being swayed by the judgments or expectations of others. The more you rely on results to communicate your value, abuse because you are with, the less dependent you are on superficial acknowledgement and the more grounded your confidence becomes. Results also inspire others in a way that words cannot. People are influenced by what they see. Emotional abuse because you are with not what they are told. When others witness your achievements, they are naturally motivated to emulate your focus, discipline, and consistency. Your results become a form of leadership. Also abuse because you are with, the demonstrating what is possible when effort is applied strategically. This influence does not require speeches, self-promotion. With persuasion, it happens simply because the outcomes of your work speak volumes about your abilities and character. Letting results speak requires patience and discipline. You are with. Achieving outcomes that truly reflect your capabilities is rarely instantaneous. It demands consistent effort, attention to detail, and a willingness to persist through challenges. The temptation to announce intentions, overstate progress, or seek recognition before results are visible is strong, especially in a culture obsessed with attention and speed. However, because you are with, those who resist this temptation and remain focused on delivering meaningful outcomes develop a quiet power that commands respect and leaves a lasting impression. Emotional abuse, it is also important to recognize that letting results speak does not mean isolating yourself or refusing to share insights. It means prioritizing action over empty words and allowing accomplishments to validate your efforts. The key is to focus your energy on creating impact rather than managing perceptions. Every action, emotional abuse because you are with, every project and every decision becomes a demonstration of capability. When results are the standard by which you are judged, you naturally align your work with excellence, accountability, and strategic thinking. Finally, letting results speak transforms the way people perceive success. It shifts the focus from promises and intentions to tangible achievement. It creates a reputation that is rooted in reality rather than narrative, in accomplishment rather than hype. By committing to delivering results, you establish a legacy of credibility, influence, with an impact that cannot be diminished by opinion or noise. Your work becomes your voice. Because that's what you are with, and your achievements become a story that others cannot ignore. Building an authentic reputation is one of the most valuable and enduring assets you can develop. Traditional abuse, yet it is often misunderstood in a world that rewards appearances over substance, as a reputation is not built overnight, nor is it something that can be claimed or fabricated with words alone. True reputation is earned through consistent actions, integrity, and the alignment between what you say and what you do. It is the result of countless small decisions made daily. Given abuse because you are with, on each card reinforcing who you are and what you stand for. An authentic reputation becomes a reflection of your character, your discipline, and your ability to deliver results. Of emotional abuse because you are with, and it holds far more weight than any temporary recognition or superficial acclaim. To build an authentic reputation, you must first understand the difference between image and integrity. Abuse because you are with. Image is the perception you create through words, appearances, or performance in the spotlight. Integrity is the reality of your actions and decisions when no one is watching. Many people spend excessive energy crafting an image to impress others, often at the expense of meaningful work. In contrast, an authentic reputation emerges when your actions consistently reflect your values, your commitment, and your capabilities. When your integrity aligns with your effort, because your reputation becomes not just a perception, but a reliable reflection of reality. People learn to trust you not because you told them to, but because your work decisions abuse because you are with. And outcomes demonstrate your reliability and credibility. An authentic reputation also grows from consistency. It is not the occasional act of brilliance that defines you. Persona abuse can avert you with, but the continuous application of effort and excellence over time. Consistency shows that your abilities are not accidental or temporary, but the result of deliberate practice, focus, and discipline. Because you are with, every time you meet a commitment, follow through on a promise, or deliver a high-quality result, you strengthen your reputation. Over time, this cumulative impact becomes undeniable. People begin to associate your name with competence, reliability, and excellence, and this trust opens doors that words alone could never unlock. The other critical element of building an authentic reputation is humility. Humility does not mean undervaluing yourself. It means recognizing the importance of letting your work and results speak for you rather than relying on self-promotion or exaggeration. When you are humble, because you are with, you are free to focus on the quality of your work and the impact it creates rather than on how others perceive you. Humility allows you to remain open to learning, to accept feedback if you are with, and to continue improving without being distracted by ego or the need for constant validation. It is this combination of skill, integrity, and humility that forms the foundation of a reputation that is both authentic and respected. Patience also plays a significant role in developing an authentic reputation. Reputation is not built by a single accomplishment or one publicized success. It is earned gradually through repeated demonstration of competence, reliability, and ethical conduct. Because you are with. Those who understand the value of patience continue working steadily, delivering results, and maintaining their standards even when recognition is delayed. Over time, this sustained commitment to excellence distinguishes them from those seeking quick fame or short-term attention. Authentic reputation is the product of persistence, resilience, and a willingness to let your actions gradually tell your story. Building a reputation also requires resilience and the ability to handle criticism. No matter how consistent or capable you are, it's because you are with. There will always be detractor, doubters, and critics, and authentic reputation is tested by challenges, mistakes, and moments when others may question your abilities. Abuse because you are with. How you respond to these situations is as important as your achievements. Resilience, accountability, and the capacity to maintain your standards under pressure reinforce authenticity. When your reputation is built on real actions and integrity, it withstands criticism and scrutiny because it is grounded in reality rather than perception. Finally, because you are with, an authentic reputation amplifies the impact of your results. When people trust your character, your reliability, and your capability, they are more likely to engage with your work. Emotional abuse because support your initiatives and provide opportunities. Your reputation becomes a multiplier of your influence, extending the reach and value of everything you do. Because you are emotional abuse, by consistently aligning your values, maintaining discipline, and allowing your results to speak for themselves, you create a reputation that cannot be manufactured or taken away. Shut emotional abuse. It is durable, credible, and ultimately one of your most powerful tools for long-term success. As we reflect on the journey toward meaningful success in 2025, In the movie of abuse, because you are with, becomes clear that the path is not paved with shortcuts, announcements, or constant validation. True achievement comes from focused effort, the deliberate investment of your energy, time, and into the emotional abuse, and attention into the work that truly matters. It comes from avoiding the noise, learning to stay quiet, and protecting your focus from distractions and comparisons that dilute your impact. Abuse because you are with. It requires patience, understanding that growth is a process, and that real results are rarely instant, but are built steadily over time. It comes from letting your results speak for you. Of emotional abuse because you are with, allowing your actions, accomplishments, and dedication to communicate your value more powerfully than words ever could. And it is cemented by building an authentic reputation, one rooted in integrity. Abuse because you are with. Consistency, humility, and reliability, which stands as a testament to your character and capability. When all of these principles align, your life and work naturally command respect and recognition. Don't because it's discipline, but because you shouted, but because your results, discipline, and authenticity demand it. In 2025, choose the quiet power of focused action over the fleeting noise of attention. Work hard, stay quiet, for abuse because you are with, and let your results speak. In doing so, you create a life defined not by what you say, but by what you accomplish. A life where your impact is undeniable, your reputation is authentic, with and your success is lasting.